Are there any conspiracies you guys are into?
I have a story. I have a story.
Story time. Story time. It's story time with Andy.
Yep.
Okay. A small town in Washington. Oakville. The state. Okay. Small town in Washington. Oakville. All right. Little rural city. 1994. There's a sheriff sitting in his car. It's a nice, quiet night. He's patrolling. He stops. And it starts raining, right? And he starts hearing like large drops. And he's like, well, it doesn't seem like it's raining that hard. And he looks on his windshield, turns on the windshield wipers. And instead of wiping away the water, it almost covers the windshield completely in just this gelatinous mush stuff. And it just makes it impossible to see outside, right? People wake up that day finding all of these little soft jelly things all over town. And this happened 6 times in 2 weeks. People had no idea what it was. So they called a bunch of scientists and stuff and they collected samples. They took it to the university and they tested it. Guess what it was?
Brains.
Human tissue.
What?
Human tissue. They examined it and it was literally a group of human white cells.
What?
White blood cells. Insane. And then apparently I don't know like the terminology, but a nuclei. Humans have
Nucleus.
like nuclei inside all of their white blood cells. Some of these didn't.
What?
And they had each of them had 2 bacterias. Every sample had 2 bacterias that were found in the digestive system of human beings. But literally all over the town 6 times for 2 weeks. And then mysteriously, as the things start investigating, the samples go missing. Gone. They're completely just gone. And so now it's this lore. It's like this fake thing that never got resolved. They have no idea. It's a complete mystery. They've even done an Unsolved Mysteries episode about it. But it's just this lore that happens in this town. But because it's just weird because in 1920, in that exact same town, people reported multiple times a powdery substance came down and literally covered the town.
In 1920?
In 1920, the same town.
What the heck?
And when people touched it, when it touched with the match, it would literally crackle like gunpowder. And there's no story that like clears it up, anything. So they call it the Oakville Blobs. What? That's the story. If you look up Oakville Blobs, there are tons and tons of stories about it. Wikipedia says, the samples never went missing or whatever. It was like a hoax or something. But there's so many stories. The New York Times wrote about it. Like it was a huge, huge mystery. And still to this day, no one has any idea what it is.
What if it's, like how airplanes to call it blue ice, where they dump all the poo?
But they thought that, but the government dyes everything blue.
What if it's UFOs dumping
Could be
human remains?
I mean,
What
literally
if it's like
human tissue. It's disgusting.
That's it?
Yep.
Oh, what the heck, dude?
Yep. It's gross, man. And it's like, what do you do with that information? You have human tissue landing on you. And not only that, people literally got sick from it.
Yeah, I was going to say biochemical warfare maybe from another country.
People had vertigo, blurred vision, flu-like symptoms, crazy things.
Dude, that sounds like some alien stuff.
It's wacky, man. It's like that. Like I would never imagine that would be falling from the sky.
All I can think about is that Jordan Peele movie where it digests the people. The alien is the UFO.
Oh, nope.
Yeah.
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 That was the spoiler alert if you wanted to watch that movie.
That's
Wild, right?
terrifying.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine being covered in human tissue like it's rain.
That has to be alien stuff.
Something, dude. I mean, it's got it made people sick, so it's like, what is, I don't know.
It does sound like a bio warfare kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which, if we know anything about the CIA, they do like to test new types of warfare weapons or bioweapons on their own people.
Yeah.
So could this town have been a spot to where
Testing
they
site?
just test it 20 years later, see what the new result's going to be,
Mm-hmm.